Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining today's live stream. Replay, for those of you who are catching this on the replay, hello and welcome. My name is Janae of JanaeM.com. I go by the Millennial Money Minister. My official title is Financial Consultant, and we're continuing our conversation this month for National Home Ownership Month with tips to help you prepare for home ownership. So if you've been following these videos and you've been following my live streams, you know that I launched a course this month called The Blueprint, and it's geared towards helping you prepare mentally and financially for going through the process of home ownership. And so it's ideal for those people who have done the work to prepare as much as they know how, but they need some direction to help get them the rest of the way. So if you're somebody who's been saving on a consistent basis and you know you want to buy a house, but you're not quite sure if you're ready, this course is ideal for you. And so each week during this month, I've been tackling different themes and topics, which is information that's actually featured in the course. And so this week, the theme is all about the actual search process and who you need to have on your team. And so earlier this week, we talked about the benefits of working with a realtor. Yesterday, we talked about the importance of a home inspection. And today, we're talking about the person who helps bring everything together. So you cannot go through the home ownership process without this one particular individual. And that's because the process starts and ends with them. And that is your loan officer. You need someone at the end of the day that's going to give you money to actually buy your home. You need someone that's actually going to say, yes, I will give you this loan so that way you can buy your home. And so we're going to talk about what a loan officer does, why they're such an integral part of the home buying process, so that way you understand how critical it is to find a loan officer and one that can help point you to the right solution. So I have my notes here. If you see me looking down, that's why. So this is the person that brings it all together, your loan officer. And I shared the other day, you can find one through your bank, you can find one through a mortgage company, you can be out networking and connect with one that way. Having a loan officer, and particularly one that is skilled in doing their job, they can help you find money, they can help you find a solution that will not only help you get a home, but they can consider where you are right now financially and what your goals are long term, and make sure whatever loan product they connect you to is actually a best fit, not just for right now, but the future. So that's one of the beauties of working with someone who knows what they're doing. So first things first, a loan officer lets you know how much money you can get. So when you first come to them, they can do what's called a pre-qualification and basically estimate based on your current situation. You'll provide them with this information, of course, but they'll be able to pre-qualify you for a certain amount of money. And based on that pre-qualification, you can have an idea in your mind of what you can actually get a loan for. Now, you also want to keep in mind the information that we shared in prior weeks about your budget. So even though you can qualify for $250,000, your budget may only support $180,000. So you want to keep that information in mind as well. But it is great to know if you can qualify for more but not actually use the funds, then actually go out and get a home and you're not able to get enough money. You definitely don't want to be in that situation. So pre-qualifications are helpful because after you've done the work to figure out what your budget is, you can hear from someone who is an actual professional, has access to money, say yes or no to the number that you already came up with. So that's a clear estimate, and that's the beginning of the process. Now, when you feel like you are very close to buying a home, then they can do what's called a pre-approval, and that's where they actually check your credit and give you a definitive number of how much money that they'll be willing to loan you for you to be able to buy a home. So they can give you a ballpark number to start with and start shopping, and then they can give you a finalized number based on your financial situation. They're the ones who help you with completing your loan application and going through that whole process and actually submitting it to what's called an underwriting team. And what they do is take that application, they review it in detail, they do the research to make sure that the information that you provided is accurate and correct. And if they find any issues, then the loan officer is the person that the underwriting team will communicate with about any issues, and then the loan officer will in turn communicate with you as the customer, consumer, or the client. And so if for any reason you are not approved for a loan, the loan officer can tell you why and give you pointers and direction on what you need to work on in order to get approved. But they're really that point person to help with the whole loan application and approval process. They're that person that you're communicating with, that you're talking to. They're the ones that you'll submit all your documentation to. And so they're such a key part of the process because, again, you can't get money without them. And so you need to have a good lender, someone who knows what they're talking about, who has experience with providing loans, and someone who you have a comfort level with, who understands you, your goals, and where you're going, so that way they can help find the best fit for you. Now, if you are someone who is in the process of wanting to buy a home and you've been following these videos and you want to learn more, you want to understand more about what you can do to help get you on the right foot, then in addition to these videos, you can enroll in my course, The Blueprint. The link is provided right under this video, so that way you can start your process with getting your finances in order. I've also been connecting with a lot of great realtors and lenders, so that way once you go through the process, you can get the support you need with professionals that I have sat down and had conversations with, and I'm familiar with how they work, and I can be able to link you up and match you up to someone who's a good fit, so that way you don't run the risk of working with someone and being caught in a bad situation. So again, you can find out more about the course and enroll by clicking on the link below this video. And I'll be back with more videos later this week, continuing alongside this theme. Next week we'll have our last theme to wrap up the month of June. And so, of course, if you have any questions about the home buying process, working with a loan officer, finding a loan officer, or need recommendations, you can just comment below this video. I'll be happy to answer them. And if you know anyone in the process of buying a home or just needing to be educated on what they need to do, if that's something that they foresee in their future, then tag them in this video or share this video with them. I know that they can benefit greatly from it. So if you want to learn more about the course and enroll, again, the link is below this video. You can also go to bit.ly/the blueprint to home buying. That's bit.ly/the blueprint to home buying. So thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward to catching you on the next video. Bye-bye.